When you enter the Westwood lobby of the Orange County Convention Center, you might be surprised to be greeted by thousands of greens. It's produce the Convention Center uses in catering for their guests. But what started as a sustainability initiative during the pandemic ended up being a community partnership that touched thousands of lives. It is Donation Day at the Orlando Union Rescue Mission, and these urban farm hands of sorts are delivering much-needed fresh produce, locally grown leaves of lettuce that will soon be on the table.
At the mission, we serve about 1,129 meals every single day for free. And we do that where it's possible only because of the extraordinary generosity of the Central Florida community.
Like countless other communities, Orlando has struggled, and donations, while greatly needed, have also waned in the past year. But hunger doesn't take a vacation because of a pandemic, and especially for those who are struggling, a freshly prepared meal can lift their spirits.
When people come in, of course, they're scared, they're nervous, and the first thing we like to do when they come is bring them over to the kitchen, give them a nice meal, set them down, and make them feel important, that we care about them, that they're going to be taken care of.
Showing that care in the form of food that is farmed in a unique way and carefully cultivated from the heart.
With the donations we've received from Centerplate, and we continue to receive, they have enabled our guests to eat a better diet, more nutritious, more delicious meals than they would get otherwise.
Part of that nutritious meal starts here, inside the Orange County Convention Center's West Building. That's where you'll find a vertical farm with 81 aeroponic towers. Towers that offer an efficient way to grow dozens of varieties of plants by applying liquid nutrients to the roots. Farmers say the system offers larger and faster yields, and it takes up just 2,000 square feet of space.
To be able to visually see, the gardens back here sustainably growing lettuces and herbs, those get used in the events that we host here, and in this case we've donated them into the community.
In the absence of trade shows and events over the past year, leaders faced a dilemma: take a pause on the farm or keep growing and give back. The rest is history.
We were super grateful for the county to be able to allow us to continue to grow when the pandemic hit. We were here middle of a show season, had a busy giant convention year, and unfortunately the pandemic hit. Around March 25th, we had so much produce, we had no shows coming in, and we approached the county and said, could we start donating to the local organizations here in the county? And they said, absolutely. So super supportive of our efforts.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal for the convention center. That's a big deal for our community. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to Centerplate. It means a lot to Urban Smart Farms to be able to kind of help the community through this pandemic. It's been a tough year. It's been a tough year for everybody.
No one knows that better than Stephanie Bowman and the volunteers at One Heart for Women and Children. They are another one of the 12 local charities who've benefited from the farm's donations.
We went from 3,000 people each month, which we thought was a whole lot, to over 20,000 people each month needing our services, mainly food. They found that they lost their jobs or went from a 2-income to a 1-income, where it was, do we buy fresh food? Do we buy food, or do we pay our rent?
She experienced firsthand what it's like to struggle. Bowman was once homeless herself. She used her passion, though, to found One Heart and works every day to help feed those in need. As Stephanie and her staff prep the donations, she knows how important fresh food can be to a family.
I will tell you that the fresher the produce, the more excited our families are, because that's a luxury. That's something that a lot of our families just didn't have. And now we have more and more of that because of Centerplate and because of our amazing Diego.
She's talking about our friendly urban farmer, Diego Dutra, who proudly tends to thousands of plants on a daily basis. from seedlings to full-size fresh veggies and herbs in a matter of weeks. Thanks to this vertical, high-tech farm, tens of thousands of people have been seeing green all over town.
It improves everybody's attitude, it improves the environment in our dining room. When you see these incredibly beautiful fresh vegetables that have come from the gardens at Centerplate, I think it raises everybody's spirits.
I mean, it really does break my heart to hear these stories about children and families and you know, going hungry, and to be able to partner with Centerplate and Urban Smart Farms to help that, especially through this pandemic time, has been great. It's been an honor.
An honor and a monumental milestone reached nearly a year to date of the start of their donation efforts. 50,000 plants donated back into the local community. Definitely something to cheer about. Reporting for Orange TV, I'm Crystal Candy.